Cinderpelt, one of the first arc characters and a fan favorite. Not just because she's a first arc character, but because she's a very interesting character, and a lot of people are so sad about how she couldn't be a warrior. I mean, there was just no way. That's not true. So, I mean, you saw the title. You already knew that was my stance. But a lot of people argue that, well, she couldn't have been a warrior because her leg. And here's what I have to say to that. Just because you're not good at something doesn't mean you can't. And just because you can doesn't mean you should as well. But in this case, she could. And she should have. The main argument, other than her having the leg injury, is, oh, well, it gives her pain, so she shouldn't have to. But here's the thing. She has pain as a medicine cat. Yeah, as a warrior, it'd probably be more. But, like, she wanted to be a warrior. And she wasn't even given the choice to be like, hey, you know, if you are going to be a warrior, you're probably going to be in a lot of pain and stuff. She's not even given that choice. There's no talk. And then she decided, you know what, I still want to be a medicine cat because I don't want to go through that. No, she just told, no warriorship for you. Excuse me? I never understand this with warriors. Like, disabled warriors are immediately either tossed to the medicine den or the elder's den. There's no them even trying to be warriors half the time. Like, Jayfeather is the only one who tries to be a warrior, and hell, while he's not exactly very good at it, he was like a fucking child too. He tried for like half a moon, and then StarClan's like, no, gotta be a medicine cat. He's like, oh, okay, fine, I guess, which is just not his character. I don't understand that. From everything we saw of Jayfeather up until that point, him just saying, fine, after a couple times of being told he had to, just doesn't fit him at all. And another thing, you know, back to the point of Jayfeather not being very good, but only training for a small amount of time. Everyone knows that the disabled characters are going to need more time to train because of their disability. And you can't just say, oh, well, can't be a warrior because of your disability. Now, there are some disabilities where, yeah, they can't be warriors, like at all. For example, Briarlight. Briarlight is paralyzed from the waist down. She can't be a warrior at all. However, sticking her in the medicine den and basically making her the unofficial medicine assistant is not the way to go either. Briarlight could still hunt fish, and yes, they are ThunderClan cats, but on that note, Cinderpelt could also still hunt. Cats on hunting parties need to work together. Like, you can hunt solo, obviously, but if there's a hunting party, they tend to work together. And Cinderpelt could have, like, strengthened her ability to spot prey, which would make her an asset on hunting patrols. And yeah, during battle, she probably wouldn't be that good or whatever, but also, like, Deadfoot's a deputy. And yes, Deadfoot doesn't have pain from his injury. That's another thing, you know. It's different because he doesn't have pain, and it's not nearly as debilitating. So now here's how I think Cinderpelt could have been a warrior, just based off of her disability and how she didn't have to be a medicine cat. She could have still been a warrior. Just because she wouldn't have been a great warrior doesn't mean she couldn't have been a warrior. Also, let's keep in mind that at this time, ThunderClan did in fact need every warrior. They had like 8 warriors at this time. They needed every warrior, so taking that into account, it also is kind of strange how they didn't, like, even try to let Cinderpelt be a warrior. Like, they got Yellowfang's opinion, but, like, okay, Yellowfang, I don't think you're an expert on the matter of disability. When we read Yellowfang's Secret, she didn't really have to deal with anything like that. Anyway, so how could Cinderpelt have been a warrior? First things first, she probably would not have been taken voluntarily on any battle patrols. I think that much is easy. No matter how good she got at fighting, she would still have so much pain in her leg, which would have, you know, obviously been a distraction during a fight. However, I do think she still could have fought in important things like the Blood Clan battle, or she would have been left at camp. Personally, I think that she might have been taken along, because I still think she would have picked up, like, medicine skills, so she would have still probably been brought along on that battle just because of that fact. And like I said earlier, with hunting patrols, I feel like she would be doing a lot more of the spotting and scenting of the prey than actually catching it. She could still probably catch things like mice and stuff. If it, like, ran past her, she could, like, get it with her front paws. And like I already said, she could fish. I'm not thinking that they would have taught her how to fish, because ThunderClan. Then again, Greystripe fishes. I'm pretty sure he still catches fish. Don't quote me on that, though. So when he came back to ThunderClan, he would also probably have been like, oh, Cinderpelt, want to learn how to fish? However, if Cinderpelt had become a warrior, then ThunderClan would have been left without a medicine cat after Yellowfang dies. And while yes, this is a good point to bring up, it's not really an excuse against Cinderpelt being a warrior. It's an excuse plot-wise as why she had to become a medicine cat. Theoretically, any of her siblings or any of the apprentices that were apprenticed before Yellowfang died could have been the medicine cats. And yeah, they wouldn't be fully trained, but also, there's the there's this lovely thing known as the other goddamn medicine cats. If Yellowfang had an apprentice approved by StarClan, the other medicine cats could have helped train that apprentice. ThunderClan isn't constantly on bad terms with everyone, and medicine cats have the medicine cat code. So, there's the solution to that. In summary, Cinderpelt could have been a warrior, just not a very good one. And just because you're not good at something, it isn't an excuse as to why you can't do something. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel a lot. I don't think people realize how much commenting actually does for the channel. If you comment on this video, there is a good chance that it will end up being seen by like 100 more people. That's a statistic I pulled out of nowhere, but it's true that commenting massively helps.